Hello again, everyone. Today we received our second package from my birthday shopping spree. And this package is from Homme shop. Like I said in my previous video, I have a possible 3 videos or shipments of fragrances that I purchased on my birthday. And I didn't want to wait for all of them to arrive. The first one I received super quick, and I made 2 more purchases at that time, and the third one barely shipped, and I already have this second one. So I didn't want to torture myself and wait for all 3 to even open the first one that I got a while back already. So without further ado, let's unbox this fragrance. So I'm excited for this one in particular because this fragrance is from a fragrance line that I absolutely love. And this is honestly not honestly, but I think this is actually the last fragrance of this specific line that I was missing. So with this fragrance, I have completed the fragrance line. If I'm not mistaken, I think, this is definitely the rarest. I had thought the Parfum version was the rarest, but I was mistaken. This one was definitely hard to come by, and let me just make sure that there's no shipping address information. Okay. I'm so excited. So let's get this packaging out of here. Any guesses? Comment down below what you think this fragrance is, or what fragrance line I'm talking about. Just packing paper. Okay. So this was the only time that I've ever seen this fragrance in stock, and I was driving when I got the alert that this came in stock, and I was making the purchase while driving. Yeah, I'm not too proud to say that, but yeah, I did it. Anyway, the fragrance is Dior Homme Original. And the box is a little damaged, but as long as the fragrance is okay, I am more than happy. This is a 100 ml. And like I said, this was so hard to come by. I fell in love with the Dior Homme 2020, and I was surprised to see that it got a lot of hate. Later to find out that it was because they reformulated the original Dior Homme. And it's speculated that due to all the backlash, Dior decided to re-release the original formulation, and they had to name it something other than Dior Homme to avoid the confusion, so they named it Dior Homme Original. So let's see why all these people hated on Dior Homme 2020, which I absolutely love. This has to be way better if they're hating on Dior Homme 2020. I love the little bee that comes up in the branding. And like I said, I am just absolutely so excited to finally have this fragrance. I think this was the main reason I didn't want to wait for all the fragrances to show up. I had to smell this as soon as I got it. Now I see that the corner that was kind of dented does have a little scuffing, but as long as it's not broken, that's fine. So in the bottom it says Dior Homme Original in the old school font. The new bottles have the Dior, like the D with a huge font, and it looks nicer, but yeah, there's just something about the old text font. Just stunning bottle. Alright, man, without further ado, let's give it a spray. And the collar, it's so nice. It says Dior Homme all around. Let's see how the atomizer is. Ooh, it's pressurized? I think it's pressurized. And just immediately, oh man, this is wow. This is stunning. The people that hated on the reformulated Dior Homme 2020 hated the fact that they removed the iris note from the reformulation. And now I see why that iris note is beautiful. It is like Dior Homme Intense, but fresher. I love Dior Homme Intense. It's got that lipsticky iris. This one doesn't feel as lipsticky or as, yeah, it doesn't feel as thick lipsticky. Oh, that is addicting. Whoa. That is so good. I need to look up the fragrance note. Dior Homme. Okay, let's take a look at the fragrance notes. So, Dior Homme Original was released in 2011. It is a powdery, sweet, woody, spicy, and gourmand fragrance. The top notes include lavender, sage, bergamot. The heart notes include Florentine iris, absolute, cocoa, amber, and Guatemalan cardamom. And the base notes include Haitian vetiver, leather, and patchouli. It's ranked number 25 in men's perfume with a rating of 8.5 out of 10, with a total rating count of 1,486 on Parfumo. Oh, let me give it another sniff. Yeah, this is like Dior Homme Intense, but fresher. This could be a signature scent. Oh, this is probably going to be my signature scent. No, it can't be. If this wasn't so hard to find, it would definitely be my signature. If I find, I'm already thinking of buying a backup bottle of this, so I can make it my signature scent. Because if I never find this fragrance again, I'm gonna be so sad if I finish a whole bottle. This bottle doesn't have as good tapping sounds as the newer bottles, but I would say the fragrance makes up for it. Now that is Dior Homme Original. Now, like I said, this fragrance completes my Dior Homme line, and I'm just so glad to finally say that, because honestly at this point I think, no, yeah, definitely, this is definitely my favorite fragrance line, the Dior Homme line. You know what? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I was gone so I can bring the rest of the family to meet the newest member. So, yeah, like I said, I now have the whole collection. Or let me know in the comments if I'm missing one. I mean, it goes without saying that I still need the older formulations. I know Dior Homme Sport, I think all of them have older formulations, but I just have the latest formulations. But let's go in order of how I purchased them. The first one was Dior Homme Intense. I decided to buy a big ol' 150ml, and this was my first Dior Homme fragrance that I purchased. And this was when I fell in love with Iris. It's just such a good fragrance. The lipsticky Iris is just so nice. And yeah, like I said, the bottles on the newer, I mean the tapping sounds on the newer bottles is better in my opinion. So yeah, that was my first Dior Homme fragrance purchase. My next one was Dior Homme, the reformulated version. So back in, I need to do more research, but the original Dior Homme obviously was just named Dior Homme, and it had iris, and then later they reformulated it, they discontinued it. They came out with this version, the Dior Homme 2020, and now that I think about it, this has to be older than 2020. I think I said 2011, but if this came out and then people gave backlash that they like the older formulation, then this has to be older than 2020. I mean, more recent than 2020. Yeah, I think the original Dior Homme came out in 2011. And then the Dior Homme original, this one right here, has to be after this one. So, this was my second Dior Homme. Absolutely love this fragrance. It became my signature scent for quite a while. So you can see I put a nice dent on it already. And another reason being is that this is better suited for, yeah, this could definitely be your signature scent. You can wear it anytime, any year. I mean, any time of the year. I mean, you could pull it off in the, why did I put it back in the box? You could pull it off in the wintertime, but this is better suited for spring, summer, fall, I would say. Now that is Dior Homme. And Dior Homme Intense, I didn't really put a dent in it. I mean, well, actually for the size of the bottle, yeah, I kind of did. But one, this is almost strictly wintertime, and two, you don't need a lot of sprays of that. It's pretty strong. Alright, my next fragrance purchase from the Dior Homme line was Dior Homme Sport. Now this is similar to Dior Homme 2020, but as the name implies, it is a fresher version, a sportier version. Now this bottle size is of a 125 milliliter, and it is an eau de toilette. And I really enjoy this fragrance, but I like the previous two more. I try to keep putting them back in the box, but I want to leave them outside like that. So that is Dior Homme Sport. Then my purchase after that was Dior Homme Cologne. This, how it was being described online, sounded so good. I love lemonade, and this was described as a nice, sweet glass of ice cold lemonade. and it just sounds perfect for the hot summer days. And where I live, we have a lot of those days. So I'm definitely going to be putting a dent in this when summertime comes around. So that is Dior Homme cologne. And I think this is an eau de toilette. It just doesn't say anywhere. Or is it an eau de cologne? Someone educate me in the comments. And then what I thought was the excuse my throat sounds, but what I thought was the rarest Dior Homme, the Parfum. This was my last purchase. Well, before the one featured in this video. Now this one is definitely the most expensive of the line. This is almost twice as much as any other of the line. I think because it's so rare in the States, when it shows up on discounters, because you can't buy this off of the Dior website in the States. But I think when it shows up on discounters, it's pretty much near the retail price. So yeah, I think I paid near retail for this one. But I do not regret it. It is divine. And I think in the future I'll do a full video just talking about all of these fragrances, because I think they're worth it. And I think I'll be talking about which one I like the most. But right now, I'm definitely loving this new edition, Dior Homme Original. Guys, thank you for watching. We have one more birthday package on its way, so stay tuned. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. My last shipment is going to include two niche fragrances from the same house. Any guesses? Drop them down in the comments from which house those fragrances are from. That will be coming in my next shipment. But for now, thank you guys for watching,